welcome. It's me, Persita, and this is Persita's Paradox. So, question. Have you ever felt as if you've paid your dues for something? Maybe you've been waiting for something for a period of time or trying to achieve a goal, and you feel as if you have waited to the point of exhaustion and you are ready to give up? Or you feel as if you shouldn't have to go through a long process because you've already paid the price for it? What I'd like to talk about today is the simple mindset of we have to learn to be grateful in the middle of it all. Now, I agree, and I can absolutely concur that there are a lot of things in my life that I have felt like, God, what is it? Like, what is the deal? Why can't it manifest? Or what more can I do for manifestation of things that I know were promised to me and things that I have prepared for and opportunities that I've prepared for to actually come to fruition? What I'm starting to understand is that if you're actually grateful in the process, in every bit of the process, then you really don't have time to focus on what you don't have. The gratitude and the gratefulness comes from just being in a place of now, today, the present, the gift, and being able to continuously focus on that. So that when things do manifest, there's absolutely nothing more but a continuum of gratification that would come your way. Now, I must admit it is completely impossible, but I do understand that you cannot be grateful and upset or angry at the same time. Meaning gratitude occupies a space that's so large that it doesn't allow another emotion to come in. It's no way to be grateful and angry. No way to be grateful and lonely. You're so in tune with the fact that things have the opportunity and the hope, the faith to continue to move in a prosperous manner. You do not focus on anything but that. Now, when I say it's impossible, it's because we all have this mindset, because we were born this way, to really stay in the negative. It's one of the main reasons why we find ourselves continuously looking for something more. And it does not help that we are living in a society of social media, as I'm on platform of YouTube right now, and everything seems so immediate. Everything looks so perfect, and everyone's giving all these great affirmations, and life is wonderful, and God is good, and but God, and who God, and it's just all of this stuff. But the truth of the matter is, typically you can watch situations and understand that people are not going to post the negative. They're only going to post the positive. So you have to focus on you and not really look and pay attention so much to what you think you don't have based on what everyone is trying to tell you that they do have. You can do anything on the internet for a minute. For example, you can do anything fitness related for a minute on Instagram. Actually, it's not even a minute. Most people do these phenomenal stunts and unbelievable moves, and they do it within a 10, 15 second window. They post it. They're like, this is what I do, and this is how great I am. And truth be told, that's not at all the case. Now, of course, there's people who actually can execute what they say that they can execute. But my point to you is that you can achieve anything you want within that short time frame of 30 seconds, 60 seconds on Instagram, because it's documented, right? And the society that we live in says that if it's documented and you have a receipt, you have a picture, then it really did happen. I mean, how many people do you see that literally tell you how great they are? And they tell you. You don't really have the opportunity to tell them. They tell you how great they are. And they post pictures with all these great celebrities, but you've never seen a celebrity post a picture about them. But everything on their wall would say something like, oh, my friend for many, many years, and I've known this person for 200 years and 15 years and 16 years. And the irony of that to me is that usually the person who's posting pictures like that, you'll never see the person that they're posting about post a picture about them. You very seldomly see said celebrity, quote unquote, even comment back on the photo. And I say that because we just assume that because you're standing next to someone that you know them and they know you and you interact and all of those great things. Typically, those are the type of people who I call opportunists. And those are also the type of people who literally want to look good for the moment. Here's the irony. I want people to want to take a picture with me. Meaning I want to be the one that people are taking pictures with and they want to post. Now, that might not be your goal. But for me, I don't want to put anything or anyone in a position of making me feel as if I should feel some special kind of a way because I'm taking a picture with them. And I technically don't really want people to feel like that about me, but my point is that I want to be valuable enough where people want to be around me as much as I want to be around those same prosperous people. Not using the opportunity for a receipt, as the youth call it, and just simply taking a picture to make myself look like I'm connected. Now you might say, well, that's not my goal. Great, that's not a goal of mine either. But it's definitely something that if I were to explain who I want to be going forth in life, I want to be able to be humble. Humble people have the ability to actually go low. What do I mean by that? Have you ever noticed that the most arrogant, small person in the room has to be seated in the front and they want everyone to know they're there, they have security and all of these extra things? I have learned that in order to go low, you have to be big. You have to be okay with being humble. Humble is not something that a small person can do. You have to actually be a large person in order to understand what humility is. So I say all of that because I need you to understand that society is set up at this current place of always making you feel as if you're insignificant and you are smaller than everyone else. The irony of all of that is that we're all created equal. Some might have more money, some might have more status, but we all have some sense of worth. And you cannot wait for someone to identify your worth for you. You have to be in a position of understanding what someone says that they're offering you might not be your worth. So if you don't know your worth, then you're willing to accept anything that they're willing to give you. And you want to be conscious of that is not what it is. There is a process. Time does not dictate success. I wish it did. It would be amazing if it did, but it does not. Meaning you could have a friendship that you've had for many, many years. It does not make that person your friend. Simply means you've known that person for a length of time. And in the same breath, you could have met someone 2 weeks ago and you feel closer to them than you've ever felt with anyone in your family or friendships prior. That's because time has no recognition with success. So you want to keep that in mind when you're looking at people and you just assume, especially in the social media platforms, oh, so-and-so just came out, they just broke, their one-hit wonder. Typically the people that you see that are even online and being successful have worked a pretty long time to be successful. Now, granted, you're not successful in maybe what you want to do, so it's very easy to put someone down, but always be aware that we have the same 24 hours a day. We have the exact same attributes in our lives that can make things happen. The connections that we all have are the connections that we prepare to have. So if you've not made any connections, then put it on yourself. But understand that you have to always own where you are and what you're doing. So you want to stay grateful. And I can sum all that right back up into wherever you are, whatever you're doing, gratefulness is the key. Gratitude is everything. Everything. If you're not in a grateful state of mind, it's impossible for you to even attract things that want to cling to you. If you don't like you and you don't like where you are, why would I want to be with you? Why would anyone want to be with you? You have to understand that it starts with you. And gratitude is one of the biggest components of life that you want to possess. So today, let's just affirm. Time is not success. Time is not success. And that when you're grateful, you can't be anything other than grateful. There's no other emotion that is allowed in the space as far as negative emotion, but gratitude when you're in a grateful gratitude space. So today, I hope that helps. I hope we understand that life is a process and that we have to pay the price, and that we also have to be in a position of being happy and grateful in the process. I thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you're having a blessed day. Remember to do all of the things you need to do. Subscribe, hit the like button, make a comment, share, hit the notification button, all of those things that you need to do to keep abreast of what's going on in this channel. And remember the final 3 things to do every single day. Remember to live life authentic. Thank you again so much for joining me, and have a blessed day.